lose service right down the road, but I got to get on here for a minute because I'm so disgusted with some things that are being said on here about Billy and Skylar, Robert and Lauren, and even me. It's being said that we, were snakes in the grass, or we were only there, to get what we could, which is so sick. It's so sick. What everybody needs to realize is that we were there. We were there. And I'm going to include B-Loose in this, because I didn't know B-Loose before. But after I got to know him with everything that happened with Ryan, I have a lot of respect for him. If you're coming in, I'm sorry I had to start. I'm on my way to work, so you'll have to go back and watch. But anyway, so I have a lot of respect for B-Loose. Sorry, y'all, got hay in my hair. We were all there, me, Billy, Robert, Skylar, Lauren, and B-Loose, to pick up the pieces when everything went down with Ryan and his mom. Now, I have said from day one, and I'll continue saying it, she's his mama. She always will be his mama. And whatever he decided to do with her, I stand behind him. May not agree with it, but at the end of the day, that's his mom. I don't like the things that are being said about Billy and Robert by him. And I truly don't think he means it. I really don't think he means it. I've known Robert since he was a little boy, like literally. He has been around Ryan as long as I can remember, honestly. He was a little shit when he was a little boy, but he was always, what little boys aren't, but he was always a good friend of Ryan, and has been for 20 years. I don't like that it's being said that we tried to ruin him, tried to even off him, and get what we could from him. It's disgusting. None of us were there for any monetary gain. I'm just like y'all. I pay my bills one at a time. I'm never ahead. I live week to week. I have to make a grocery list just to know what I can afford to buy at the store. I never was around Ryan for anything other than just to be there. While he was being tore down, I felt like somebody grown. And I say grown, and I know Billy and Robert, but like an adult, and needed to step up, and I did. And I'd do it all over again. I would literally do the same thing all over again. None of us wanted anything from him. We just wanted what was best for him. And that's still true. Billy is, and I know I've said this 1,000 times, it's not just because he's my kid. Billy is the best person to have in your corner. He'll stand in front of you if somebody's trying to get you. He'll give you the shirt off his back. If you broke down, he's coming no matter where you are to get him, to get you. I've had him pick me up several times. He gave me a van when mine broke down. He's gave everybody in our family cars. Billy has. He likes to buy cars that are just a little messed up, fix them up, and if somebody needs one, he gives it to them. Like, he literally just gives it to you no matter what he's put in it. I went over there the other day, and I told him, I needed my other little car fixed because we're down to one vehicle, and I wanted him to look at it, and he's like, well, just take mine and bring it over here, and I'll work on that one. It's just his heart is so big, Lauren, I gotta talk about Lauren for a minute. I absolutely adore Lauren. Absolutely adore her. She's such a sweetheart, and she doesn't say anything. Literally says nothing, and is being talked about online. Skylar, And while Skylar's vocal, she's been around me too long. She's had a right to be vocal. There's been things said about her daughter even before she was born. But none of them ever had ill intentions or bad intentions for Ryan, ever. We were there when shit hit the fan. Like, we were there. We were there and cleaned his house out when she destroyed it. And when I tell y'all it was destroyed, we had to make Ryan stay out of the house because his asthma was so bad when he walked in it that he literally could not breathe. And we told him, until we get it clean, don't come back in. I sat on my hands and knees on that floor and scrubbed in between the wood cracks, because anybody who knows, who has hardwood floors that were very old, there's gaps in them, and unless you get it sealed again. So we literally took butter knives, me and Beth, and scraped in those holes and got all the nasty cat litter and urine out of them and scrubbed them just so Ryan could come in. We were there on his bad days, and he had a lot of bad days, tons of bad days, and we were there, and I would do it all over again. I don't agree with anything that's being said about Billy. I don't. And he's actually lightened up on Billy and turned, to saying that he really don't think Billy would do any of those things. But he's still on Robert, and Robert hasn't done anything. And I'm sure his mom is pushing that. I'm sure he's, I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm trying to drive. I'm sure he is hearing that from his mom too. And the thing is, you don't mess with somebody, and I'm not talking about Ryan, I'm talking about Patty. You don't mess with somebody who knows and has receipts. She's playing us a dangerous game if she goes after Robert. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's just not going to be good for her. But I know my son, and I don't like people who jump quick to have this horrible opinion of him without even having spoke to him one time. I'm at Kansas, and I met him at Ghost Ranch. And I'm usually a really good judge of character. And I'm really disappointed in myself when it comes to him, because I never expected him to be doing what he's doing now. I might lose y'all in this little curve. But I'm just tired, y'all. I'm just tired, and I want all the bullshit about those kids to stop.